Hi everyone. Last time we discussed how to identify resonance in organic compound, and today we are going to start the pi electron. This pi electron is of two types: conjugated pi electron, and the second one is non-conjugated pi electron. Non-conjugated pi electron. The conjugated one is also called as delocalized pi electron, and this one is called as localized pi electron. Conjugated means in resonance, and non-conjugated means no resonance. Clear? And one more thing I just want to add here. If we have a negative charge, it will always give you 2 pi electron. And if it is in conjugation, then we can say 2 pi conjugated. And if it is non-conjugated, then we will say 2 pi non-conjugated. Double bond also 2 pi. Lone pair as well 2 pi. But positive charge has 0 pi electron, as well as vacant orbital also 0 pi electron. Clear? So negative, double bond and lone pair, they all have 2 pi, while positive charge and vacant orbital has 0 pi electron. So let's start here. Suppose we have a very simple compound, this one. And my question is, how many conjugated and non-conjugated pi electron here? So the first thing is, you have to first identify resonance. As you can see, this conjugate species and this conjugate species, they both are in alternate, means just one single bond between them. So it means they both are in conjugation, which means this is conjugated, and this one also conjugated. So you can see lone pair can give you 2 pi, double bond can give you 2 pi. So overall conjugated is 4 pi and non-conjugated is here 0. Suppose we have this one like this. So you can see this lone pair is non-conjugated because we have two single bond between them, and double bond is also non-conjugated because they are not in alternate. Okay, so if this is not in alternate, it means non-conjugated, and this 2 pi, it means non-conjugated is here 4 pi electron and conjugated here 0. Clear? Let's discuss another example. So look at here the very first one. This is positive charge and double bond. They are in alternate. So it means both are conjugated. So this is conjugated. This one also conjugated. And I said that positive has 0 conjugated pi and double bond has 2. So overall conjugated is here 2 pi and non-conjugated is 0. In this case, everyone is in alternate. All the double bond in alternate, so all the double bond are conjugated. So conjugated is here 6 and non-conjugated is 0. Third case, this negative charge and this double bond, you can see this is not in alternate. We have two single bond. So it means this is non-conjugated, this one also non-conjugated. So non-conjugated is here 4 and conjugated is here 0. Clear? Now we have a note point. Look at here. If any atom has more than one lone pair, then only one will take part in resonance while rest of the lone pair will be non-conjugated. Okay, so it means if you have a suppose more than one lone pair and suppose they are in alternate, so any one of them will be conjugated and rest of the lone pair is non-conjugated. Look at the example. So in this case, we have to figure out how many conjugated and non-conjugated. So look at this first. Oxygen's lone pair and double bond, they are in alternate. So this double bond is conjugated and the lone pair we have two. So anyone, it can be up, it can be left or right, it doesn't matter. So anyone will be conjugated and this will be non-conjugated. So overall you can see 2 pi conjugated is 4 and non-conjugated is 2 pi. Suppose here we have in this case we have to figure out conjugated and non-conjugated. So look at the species which are in alternate. So you can see from here, negative is a conjugate species, double bond another conjugate species, and this lone pair another, and they are in alternate with respect to each other. So it means they are all conjugated. This is conjugated, double bond is conjugated, and oxygen has two lone pairs, so any one supposed to be conjugated and this will be non-conjugated. So again conjugated, here we have 2 to 4 and 6. Non-conjugated is 2. Clear? Look at this one. In this case, the lone pair and double bond are not in alternate. So it means this is non-conjugated, and both lone pair this time non-conjugated because they are not in alternate. So non-conjugated is 6 and conjugated we have 0. Clear? Now second note point. Note number 2. If any atom has lone pair as well as double bond, then double bond will be conjugated and the lone pair will be non-conjugate. Okay, So look at the example of this. Suppose we have this compound. So as you can see, this nitrogen's lone pair, double bond, and double bond. They are all in alternate. Clear? Means this double bond and this double bond, this is an alternate, so this is conjugated, and this is also conjugated. Now look at nitrogen's lone pair and double bond. Nitrogen has both species, lone pair and double bond. So, and this is an alternate, you can see this double bond is alternate with this pi bond, double bond. So it means anyone, and it should be what? Double bond. Double bond has more priority over lone pair. So double bond is my conjugated, and this lone pair will be non-conjugated. So conjugated is 6, non-conjugated is 2. Clear? Look at few more example. Look at this one. The lone pair of nitrogen. The lone pair of nitrogen and the double bond, this and this. And this nitrogen has lone pair and double bond both. So anyone, and you can see double bond are in alternate with this lone pair. This is conjugated. This is conjugated. And this double bond is also conjugated, and lone pair is non-conjugated. So conjugated is 6, non is 2. Look at this example. So as you can see, this lone pair of nitrogen and this double bond, they are in alternate, so this is conjugated. And oxygen has both double bond and lone pair. So I said that whenever we have both anyone, and it should be double bond is conjugated, and all the lone pair this time, this is non-conjugated. So conjugated is 4, non-conjugated also 4. Look at this example. This time chlorine lone pair and oxygen, they are not in alternate. So every species is non-conjugated, means all the 3 lone pair, they are all non-conjugated. And this oxygen double bond is non-conjugated, and the lone pair as well non-conjugated. So non-conjugated here we have how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And conjugated is. So this is all about conjugated and non-conjugated pi electron, and this is very, very important, because once we are going to start how to identify aromatic compounds, then this calculation is very helpful. Thank you so much.